Welcome to the Chain Out Podcast with your hosts, Jeremy and Daryl.
That's right, everybody. Welcome to Chain Out Podcast, Season 2, Episode 89. Your favorite host, Jeremy. Your favorite co-host... No, you're the favorite host, Daryl. Your favorite co-host, Jeremy. How's it going tonight, bud?
It's going great. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's summer. It's hot. Got out and played disc golf. It's all good.
Yeah, it is getting hot finally in Edmonton and in the area. And I know to a lot of other places, maybe where Doc is down in the US there, it's a little too hot. But for us, we've had a pretty cool and wet summer. So it's just starting to warm up. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. I think Doc has already noticed it. He says he's loving the hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
the hat here in the front, I'm thinking.
Oh,
The
okay. Maybe
limber
that one. I thought
open
he was
hat.
talking about the chain out hat, but yeah,
Probably
that
all
hat
of
as
them.
well. Probably.
Yeah, this one was one that I got picked up from on the weekend there, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But last week we had an amazing Western Canadian Juniors episode.
Yeah.
And tonight we're going to do it all over again, Daryl.
We've got to keep it rolling.
Yeah, we're going to head over to Central and Eastern Canada to bring you 3 more juniors. We have Alasdair Robertson, Brooklyn O'Krafka, and Oliver Murphy all joining us on the show tonight.
Yeah.
But we were both a little bit busy over the weekend. We weren't actually together playing disc golf. We were doing separate things. What did you get up to?
Equally just as important, I was out at local course, private Edmonton only members course, Niskapusquak. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
Site of the Alberta Hospital. We were out there for the annual AHE fundraiser tournament put on by Edgar and our president, Brock Cicchetti.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unsanctioned event. It's just rec and
I was just smiling. I was seeing a comment that was commenting on us our lighting.
yeah,
The lighting's better. Sorry to interrupt you, though.
that's okay. We're
Yeah.
trying. It's a rec and competitive divisions.
Yes.
Female, male. So part of the course, we make some new holes, extended a little bit. We had silent auctions going on. We had raffles. We had lunch. We had lots of other things going on. I ran a little bit of a little bit of a competition at lunchtime.
Oh, did you guys did that putting game again that was happening last year?
Yeah, I got to spray, circles and squares and triangles and pentagons, not
Okay,
pentagrams,
yeah.
pentagons. Different value points, putt in, highest wins, took home a prize.
Do you remember who took down the prize for putting?
It was so we had a 4-way tie for first place.
Oh, wow.
So we went to a playoff,
Okay.
and there was Trevor.
Yeah.
And there was Cody,
Okay.
and there was Aaron, and there was another person, and I'm trying to, I think it was Justin.
Sure.
If I remember rightly. And you know what the annoyingly thing was? Justin was the last one to hit 50 points, and he still had 1 disc left. And I was like, just lay up in the 10,
Yeah.
get 60, and you've got the first place. He went for a higher score, and he ended up getting 50, so it was a 4-way tie.
Okay.
They each had 3 putts. They missed their first 2, and they had 1 putt left. And I said, okay, closest or furthest away gets eliminated.
Okay.
And Justin was the one that got eliminated. And all he had to do was just lay up and get the 10, and he would have been in first place. But it is what it is.
Well, it sounds like a great event. And I know that Brock always does a lot to organize that one and puts so much effort in it, raises a lot of good money for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
Always has some great Innova discs to give away. Was there some of those Niskapusquak stamped ones?
Yeah. I would have one here to show you, but it's in my bag right now. So it's out.
It was that good. It already made the bag right from go.
Right from the word go.
Yeah. Well, over the weekend, I headed down to Calgary. I was set up to play a tournament, an NADGT 1-day, 2-round B-tier tournament down at WJ Homestead, which is a great course down by Millerville. But I went down the Friday before. Well, actually, I guess I started out the Friday before. You and I went for a round at Bailey's.
Yeah, let's get the whole encapsulation of what happened on Friday. So we went out on Friday to Bailey's and played a round of disc golf. And it's not a flat course by any means.
No.
It was a struggle.
It was a good round. You took me down on that one. You had a great score. I think you were +1 or +2. I was +10 because I started to try and chase you in the last few holes.
Yeah, that's always the thing.
So I drove down to Calgary, and our the nicest guy in disc golf, Alex Penny, who also was so nice to give me this Limber Open hat.
Mm-hmm.
And the jerseys look just like this, by the way, from the Limber Open.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really bright.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was putting on one of his get in, get out, get rated events down at Curry Reservoir, which is a course in Calgary. And I was able to drop in and play that.
Mm-hmm.
So I played around there. So that was my second round of the day.
Second round of the day. We've done 2 rounds in days before.
All the time.
Yeah.
And then, Alex Penny being the tournament director.
There's more.
And it was kind of one of those come and play whenever you want up until this time. He was standing around waiting for the last group to go through.
Right.
and he had to wait till they were done. And he said, Jeremy, I'm going to go play around and follow these guys. Do you want to come join me? And when Alex Penny asks you to play disc golf,
Exactly.
you don't turn that down, but your arm does after
Yeah.
about,
So you played 3 rounds of disc golf in one day.
yeah, in preparation for 2 rounds the following day.
So 5 rounds of disc golf in 2 days.
Yeah, in 2 days. And then there was an opportunity to play a 6th round with Ian Penhaligon down at Diamond Valley.
Yeah.
And I just had to tap out. I had to say, Ian, next time.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's fair. That's a lot to pack in one day.
yeah. Well, at the WJ Homestead event that I was at, it's always a great time. Kevin King organizes that event. If you haven't played in any DGT event in Alberta, especially, or one that Kevin's done, you got to go out and do them. You get discs. I got 2 discs. I got a cooling towel. I got so much gear with it. It's the biggest prize packs you'll get for a small event like that. And it was good. And I wanted to say a congratulations to Will Morrison, who took down the MA2 division, and he won it by 2 strokes, Daryl. 2 strokes.
Okay. That's a bit underwhelming. People win divisions by 2 strokes all the time.
But do they win it by 2 strokes when they go to hole 16, which is a blind hyzer shot downhill, and they get an ace?
Wow.
So they took an ace,
Yeah.
so that got them 2 strokes ahead, held that lead, and won it at the end.
Wow.
So
that's a way to finish a round.
yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
what else was going on over the weekend?
So the
'Cause that
Lakeland.
was it. That was Edmonton.
Yeah,
That was Calgary.
exactly. And then just head out to Kitscotty. Lakeland Open took place out there.
Mm-hmm.
Previous junior episode guest Gavin Beamish took down the MPO win.
Oh yeah.
Get this, with a final score of -31, 7 shots ahead of over second place.
That sounds like Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin's cooking it out there. Jerry Ann Brownbridge, another former guest of the show, she took down the FPO win.
Mm-hmm.
Gavin did.
You're gonna laugh.
I'm gonna laugh when I say this, but
All right, go
Gavin
ahead.
did another one of those rare eagles, Jeremy.
Those rare
They're
eagles.
rarer than aces. So we've played on some par 5s.
Yes, we just played one last night.
Yeah.
About 750
Yeah,
feet, something like that.
Yeah, I think one at Spring Runoff down in Lethbridge is about 800, 850, something like that. Gavin goes out there and he gets an eagle on a 935-foot par 5.
An eagle.
An eagle. That's
So-
three throws.
Holy crow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
So congratulations, Gavin.
Yes. I've seen some pictures of him, and it's funny too. He was on the show, he was a junior, but now he's growing up, and like it's just like night and day when you see these players after you haven't seen him in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So the PDGA Pro World Championships are taking place this weekend, and actually they've already started. Round 1 is in the books. Round 2 begins about 12:30 a.m. Alberta time tonight for the FPOs. We've been seeing videos of the course. We've been seeing the whole pros practicing, and one of the holes that we saw was 18 at the Beast.
Yeah.
And man, does that hole look so good. You've seen some of the videos of that one? It's the one with like the
raised basket, the tiered grass.
Yeah, no, that's the one. Not only does it have the
Sorry.
tiered grass, but along the back, it's got the grandstand set up there. And it looks like it's so tight and it's just this opening, but it doesn't even look like a golf course, because even though it's as manicured and as green as a golf course, there's no way a golf course would ever have a feature like that on it for the basket. So that looks pretty cool. And that's just one of the many holes on the course. And then did you see too, was Paul Yuli, he ended up doing a video from one of his practice rounds, and he ended up getting an ace on that hole. What, are you already going to lose it tonight?
Go ahead.
But yeah, he got an ace on that hole, and he did it with a heat, which I think, like I've had a couple heats in for discs that I've had, and I think it's like a 9.6 -3.
Yeah.
And he took the ace down on that one. I don't know if he'll be able to do it again in the tournament, but
Yeah.
in the practice
It
round, it
just
looked
goes to
good.
show you that some pros, we think of discs, like understable discs, to be like beginner discs.
Yeah.
But the pros are still out there throwing them.
Yeah,
They got their uses.
Yeah, it's impressive. You could see even he was a little bit surprised on it too, and everybody was celebrating in the video. And then Sophia and Thomas, they've been posting a lot of great content down there.
Yeah.
They competed in this is a joke that we've got it here, so everybody get ready. I'm leading the punchline already.
You
Hey,
go for it. I'm not saying anything. I'm paying attention to the chat.
all right. They competed together in the doubles competition. They finished tied 12th with 4 other teams, which was good enough to get them in the cash. And I don't know if you guys know, but doubles doesn't do a lot of cash. So they took home a cool $5 US.
I mean, come on, that's still like $50 Canadian.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe it was €5. I don't know.
Yeah, it might, probably, yeah. And then we should probably just give a quick shout out. I mean, it's probably past it over there right now, but if you checked our socials or if you follow her on social media, you would know that it's Sophia Donica's birthday today.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Sophia.
Birthday.
That's that'll be, yeah, it's awesome. And it's nice to be able to see that and celebrate those when we can.
Yeah. Go check out our social. You'll see all the not all the photos, but some of the photos that we've taken with Sophia. We've met her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
so,
know her.
yeah, we know her. We sound like fanboys
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
Sophia also got out for a practice round with Scott Stokely, and that was kind of cool because we've had him on the show and such a great player. He said that when he was playing the doubles, his doubles team was the oldest doubles team that was competing.
Yeah.
And they were both over 50 years old and
Yeah.
probably more disc golf experience between the two of them than 4 other teams or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, we did say the first round is done. I'd like to say Sophia and Thomas lit it up. And for the most part, they had good rounds, but there's a hole on that course.
Yeah.
What about that hole, hey?
Hole 16. If you can throw your mind back, I believe it was 2 years ago when AB, I can't remember who he was chasing down. I think he was chasing down Paul Macbeth.
Right.
And it came to hole 16, and it's the one where, if you play Disc Golf Valley, it's on Disc Golf Valley as well. It's the one where it's like a dogleg left, or kind of a sweeping left fairway, and then the fairway ends, and then there's probably like a 200-foot throw to reach an island. And if you don't reach the island, there's no drop zone. It's a re-tee.
Right.
And it's the one where AB was...
it was heartbreaking.
Yeah, he was off on the side of the fairway. He was next to a tree. And no matter what he threw, he just could not stick the island with his disc. And it seems like that hole kind of got the best of Thomas and maybe Sophia as well. But they didn't have such good hole 16s.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they can pick it up because they'll play that course, I think, one more time.
Yeah.
They'll play each course twice. So maybe some of the other players will have difficulty and they'll be able to make up for it there.
Yeah.
Well, not time for another giveaway. It's time for our latest giveaway.
We have a guest waiting, so we should kind of move on through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what we can do is we can jump and we can get back to that. I'm sure people can watch the giveaway at the end.
I know we can do the giveaway. I'm just saying, let's just keep rolling.
Let's okay. So we did have a giveaway on the go, and that was for either the Trash Panda Ozone or the Trash Panda Dune. Whichever one the winner wants to pick, they get that, and they're going to get a mini as well.
Yeah.
Be great if I had them in front of me, but there's a post. You can check them out there. One was orange, one was red.
If I roll the giveaway, you look right in the center, you'll be able to see them.
All right. Well, let's roll the giveaway and see who won.
Let's see who won.
Wow. How did it even know who it was? It was like right on the line.
Millimeters away, pixels away from going to Sonia, but it ended up being Jerabel.
That'd be Jerry Ann.
Jerry Ann Brownbridge. Yeah, she takes down the win.
Yeah, so we'll be reaching out to Jerry Ann, and you can let us know whether you want to get that Dune or Ozone, and we'll get it out your way. But we're not done. We got more giveaways, Daryl. I'm going to announce this one pretty quick.
Okay, let's go for it.
But when I was down at the Curry Get Rated event on Friday, I played with 2 really cool Calgary peeps that I'd never met before. One of them was Stephen Wilhelm, and I learned from him as we were walking around chatting is that he is a graphic designer, and he also went out and he put some money out and he bought a stamping machine. So not only can he design cool designs, he also has a way to stamp them on discs. And when he found out that I did the podcast, that's another listener hopefully we have added, he was kind enough to give us a disc to give away.
Ooh.
So this is a disc that he has stamped. It's got a YYC.
Hold it in front of your face, Jeremy, because something new to this episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
Look at that.
So this is a YYC stamped where it's got a lot of things, the Calgary Tower, hockey, dinosaurs, that type of thing on it. It is a Star Halo Bat Innova.
Yeah.
So I know you want this one, so I don't know you can put your name in there, but...
Can I enter?
You might be able to. Yeah. We'll see. But anyways...
For people outside of Alberta, YYC obviously is the airport code for Calgary.
For Calgary, exactly, yeah. So Steve does these great graphic designs and can stamp discs. If you want his contact info because you want to do something, let us know.
Yeah.
And we're going to give that one away, so watch for a post. We'll put it up on Instagram. We're looking to boost our Instagram followers, so if you guys can help us do that, that'd be great. And we'll be giving away that disc. Watch for the post. And Daryl,
there you go.
Rest of the stuff is we've got great sponsors, BR Disc Golf and Cardinal Disc Golf.
Yeah.
Both of those sites you can go on and use the code CHAINOUT, get 10% off. And after this episode, we're going to do a Patreon episode, but I want to wrap this top of show up.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. So after the episode, go over to our Patreon, get the free link to join us, watching more Disc Golf live. It'll be a good time. But let's get to our Central, Eastern, Canadian Junior show with our first guest.
Let's do it.
So our first guest's 2025 PDGA page is a sight to behold, Daryl.
Yeah.
He has 7 events this year and has won 5 of them.
Wow.
Let me tell you a little bit about his 5 wins.
Yeah.
They were across 4 different divisions.
Wow.
So one of the wins was in MA3.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So for a junior playing MA3, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe a little older junior, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
But his another win was in MJ18. Okay. So he's a little younger than maybe you thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another win was in MJ15.
Okay. So we're
moving
rolling
down
back
a
the
bit.
years a bit. Yeah. Yeah.
And the 4th win was in MJ12. So we've got an MJ12 player who's winning MA3 events.
Yeah.
He was in Emporia, Kansas for Junior Worlds and placed 4th in the MJ12 division out of 42 competitors.
Yeah.
From Toronto, Ontario, join us in welcoming Alasdair Robertson to the show.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, Alasdair?
Great, you?
Yeah, we're doing fantastic. We're excited to talk to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on the show, Alasdair. As we were saying in the intro for you there, we saw that you're out in Toronto, Ontario. I used to live in Ontario when I was younger, and I know Toronto has some of my favorite places, and maybe you've been to a few of them. I really like Casa Loma, the CN Tower, Hockey Hall of Fame, Sky Dome, and of course, Canada's Wonderland. Have you been out to that one at all?
I've been to every single place except for Canada's Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
It's the other way around. You thought that was
I thought that would have been the one for sure. So that might be one you have to get off your list with all those roller coasters and the fun things that are out there.
Yeah, I don't really like roller coasters, so that's probably why.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not a roller coaster guy either.
No, that makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah.
Well, we know that Toronto doesn't just have all these cool attractions. It also has some really cool disc golf courses. And we're wondering, Alasdair, which course would you call your home course, or maybe the one that you play the most?
I would probably say it's White Spruce. It's kind of wooded. Actually really wooded, but except for one hole. Longest hole is only like 400 feet, so it's a pretty short course.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite hole on that course when you go out there to play?
Yeah, hole 2, it's kind of a tunnel hole, and I don't know why I can park it every time, and I can't park any other holes there, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And what is it about hole 10? What is it? You says a bit of a tunnel shot, is it? Or what kind of shot is it there?
It's hole 2.
Hole 2, sorry.
It's not really a tunnel, but you kind of have to throw it like it is a tunnel, or else you'll hit a tree.
Yeah,
And
that's cool.
I don't know why I can just hit that line every time.
Nice.
There you go. You obviously got that hole dialed in. You know how to play it. So what about Toronto Island? Have you ever played that course?
Just played it yesterday.
Okay. How did you like that?
It's kind of a 300-foot course. Every hole is almost 300 feet.
Okay.
Except for a few. It's pretty wide open. But it really takes up all of your day because you have to ride your bike down to the ferry and then have to take a ferry to the disc golf course and then have to take the ferry back up, and
yeah,
it takes about 6 hours in total. So
wow.
Oh,
really takes
yes.
time.
Yeah. Well, we were planning to head over to that course just after nationals, right?
Yeah,
now we know we got to allow at least 6 hours to be able to do a round trip.
That's right. Yeah. Well, we might have a car, but we'll still have to park and get on the ferry at some point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so, Alasdair, when we have a new guest on the show, we want to learn a little bit about how they started in disc golf. Do you remember the first time you tried disc golf? How old you were?
I think I was 8. I started when during the pandemic.
Okay.
when online classes were
Mm-hmm.
right in the middle of things. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
during those online classes, we had breaks, and during those breaks, me and my dad went out to throw discs at trees, and I really liked doing that. So my dad did some research, and we found the sport disc golf, and I've
Yeah.
really loved it ever since.
That's good. So, like, you just went out there and was just throwing discs at trees. You'd never heard of disc golf. Your dad hadn't heard of disc golf. Like, that was the
Nope.
first way you just got into it. Just did some research, and that was it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a great way to get into it. We've heard so many origin stories now about how people find disc golf. I think that's got to be up there with one of the,
Yeah.
the unique ways people get in there.
Well, and I'm wondering too, Alasdair, did you guys think at the time that you had created the sport maybe because you had never heard of it? You're like, hey, we got this real cool new sport. We should teach some people about it or something
Yeah.
like that.
We actually didn't think about it being as a sport. We just did it for fun because it was basically the only thing I could do during those breaks.
Yeah.
Right. Now, do you remember the first disc golf disc that you ever got once you kind of discovered disc golf a little more?
Yes, it was a Halo Wraith, which is basically
Wow.
an impossible disc to throw as a beginner.
Yeah. How did you get that disc? Did you buy it? Were you given it to by somebody?
My dad went to a store. I think it's called Disc Golf Scene, and he bought the
Mhm.
first disc he saw.
Oh,
Right.
okay. There you go. Now, do you still have that Wraith? Because I'm sure you could probably throw it a lot better now than when you first started.
I wish I had it. I lost it about 2 years ago.
Oh.
Oh, that's always tough.
How did you lose it? Was it in a lake?
Oh, I'm not sure. It must have been like a lost disc, like
Just
in the woods or something. You know.
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get lucky and those discs comes back to us. So hopefully one day it'll just turn up and then you'll be presented with the new disc again. So over the past month or so, you've competed in some big events. The most recent one was the Lake Ontario Open, where you competed in the MJ15 division. Now, you had quite the tournament. You finished in first place. Get this, Jeremy, by 35 strokes.
35
Winning
strokes.
by 35 strokes.
Wow.
That's impressive. You had 3 great rounds. Round 2 stuck out for us as we looked at it. You shot a 979 rated -11 at Cedar Creek, and that included 2 eagles. How did you enjoy that tournament?
Oh, I really love that tournament. It's really actually a prep for nationals because it's the exact same courses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just treated it as a prep for nationals. I probably wouldn't have played that tournament if it weren't the same courses as
Okay.
nationals.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point that you bring up is that it is nationals because we were saying earlier that we're going to be heading out to Ontario to play, and we're going to be playing 2 of those 3 courses. We get to play Cedar Creek and Newcastle. Do you got any tips for those courses for us? Was there anything that we should be ready for when we get out there?
I wish I could say I had tips, but I'm playing from different tees as you, so not quite
Oh,
sure. Oh wait,
okay.
no. I play the same tees as you in Newcastle.
Okay.
All I
Okay.
say is just don't hit a tree because you're gonna get in trouble if you hit a tree on that course.
Oh,
Yeah. I think we've heard, for a lot of the courses that we are going to play, we've heard that before is stay in the fairway. That's a good tip.
yeah. And then also you got to play Haute Goat, and we'll play that maybe for the Glow Wombat round. That'll be when we'll get out there. What did you think about Haute Goat?
Ooh, Oko is actually a pretty wide open course, except for some trees in the fairways, which makes it really more challenging. And the OBs are really tight there. So I started off the round with a double bogey. So
Oh.
It happens.
Now, when you start a round off with a double bogey like that, Alasdair, do you have any tips on getting yourself back on track and not letting that first hole, ruin your whole round kind of thing?
that's my problem. So I don't.
Okay.
If I'll just, bogey one hole, it's probably gonna end up bogeying the next 3 holes.
Oh no. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, so do you have a caddy who helps you out with that maybe, or helps you work on that?
Yes, my dad, but he does everything he can, but sometimes even he can't stop it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
At least you know that, at least you can recognize it, and you know that's something that you got to work on for the future. You got plenty of time to work on that. And even if that is the case, you've been putting down some great numbers and some great rounds, so it's obviously not affecting you that much.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So, Alasdair, a few weeks before you went to the Lake Ontario Open, you were down in Emporia, Kansas, and you played the 2025 Junior Worlds, and you had a pretty great event there as well, just like you did at Lake Ontario Open. How did you enjoy your trip to Worlds?
World started with an 18-hour drive. Yeah. And basically, Emporia is disc golf Disneyland. There's literally a course on every single park there.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I got to practice on like 3 different courses during time at Worlds. Well, I played really well for the entire tournament except for round 1. If
Okay.
it
All
weren't
right.
for round 1, I think I would have been on the podium.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, we were looking at some of those rounds. We saw where you were getting to play. You got to play Peter Pan Park for the tournament and Jones Park West. Was one of those courses one that you liked more than the other?
I actually liked Jones West better because it was more wide open, while Peter Pan was more tight and technical. I like wide open courses better than technical courses, but I shot a better round at Peter Pan, so I'm kind of
Okay.
half and half.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think was that better round, was that maybe your 966 minus 10 that was in round 3?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
the round.
So do you know what you did differently that round to make it so good? Were you just having a great day? Did you have something different in your routine that morning?
I think I took more time on the tee box. Um, the first round at Peter Pan, I didn't take my time at all, and that really got to me. As throwing my first shot straight into a tree about 20 feet away.
Oh
Oh,
no,
okay. Gotcha.
that's a rough start. Yeah. Well, it happens, and you bounce back. But to finish off the tournament, it looks like you finished fourth, like you said,
Yep.
just outside the podium, fourth out of 42 players. That's pretty awesome.
That is
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you.
It also looks like you and Nixon Taylor were the only 2 Canadians in your division down there. Did you get a chance to meet Nixon, or do you know? Have you heard about Nixon?
I actually played a round with him. He actually gave me a rubber chicken before the start of the round, which was
Now, is that code, or did he actually just give you a rubber chicken?
he just actually gave me a rubber chicken to start the round.
Is he a bit of a joker? Do you think that was a good luck charm, or what was that?
He said it was like the birdie noise. If you make a birdie, you squeak
Oh,
the
okay.
chicken.
Right.
Oh,
That's
and
awesome. I like these little, things that people say, or little habits that people get into.
so I'm guessing you were squeaking that chicken most of the weekend then.
It was only for that round.
Okay.
The other competitors didn't really like it, so
Gave you a chance to get in their head a little bit, hey?
yeah.
Awesome. Well, were there any special moments for you at Worlds, or anything that really stuck out that you're going to remember forever from Worlds?
Um, Something that stuck out was playing the same course twice, and the round rating difference was 106. So
Okay.
first round was 859, and the second round was 966. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that's a
yeah,
big spread. It shows you how much you have to be focused every day in order to get those high rated rounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever we have some disc golfers on, like yourself, on the podcast, we always want to see if we can get some tips for ourselves
Hmm.
to improve our disc golf game. Now, I know you said you didn't have any tips about the courses, but do you have any tips for ourselves that we could kind of work into our game?
Because we haven't got a 966 rated round yet,
No,
Alistair. So
no.
any tips you could give us to get us over 900, we would love them, eh, Daryl?
Absolutely.
yeah. So when you miss like a 15-foot putt, let's say twice a round, and you're playing a 3-round tournament, that piles up to 6 lost strokes during the entire tournament, which is way more than you think. So
Mm.
take your time on putts, make sure everything's right, and don't throw away careless shots because it really adds up.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic tip.
I think it's one you could have used last night when
Let's
we were
not talk
playing.
about that, but yeah, no, that's fantastic. You know, when we ask people about, you know, give us some tips and things like that, people will sometimes say, you know, make sure you throw nose down, or make sure when you do your reach back, and it's all form based tips. But to actually get a tip like that, the mental game to be like, yeah, it might only be 1 or 2 shots, but over the stretch of a tournament, that's 6 shots. That's going to add up. That's a great tip. I love that. Thanks, Alistair.
Yeah. And
I lost 15 strokes at Worlds. 3 strokes
okay.
per round.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And, I'm glad you were able to give us a tip like that we could really use, because I was kind of worried you were going to say, maybe you just need to start throwing left-handed because all the left-handed players are the best, right?
No.
No. Well, we did notice when we've watched some of the videos that you have up on Instagram and that, Alasdair, is that you have a really cool way of throwing the disc, because it looks like you keep both hands on the disc right until the very last moment. Now, is that something that you do? Do you find that helps you throw better, farther, straighter, anything like that?
I never actually realized that. Thank you for pointing that out. Maybe I'm
Oh,
just putting my hand really close to the disc while I
yeah.
throw.
Well, it looks,
That's it.
yeah, it's really cool when we see you do it. And I was wondering, I was like, is that something that kind of gives you that steady, straight throw? So
Right.
there you go. All right. So Alistair, now one of the things we know is you're still pretty young here and you've got a lot of school ahead of you. But have you started to think about where you might want disc golf to take a place in your future? Is it something like you'd want to go to college or university and play disc golf there? Do you think you might want to try to get on the disc golf pro tour?
I would love to be on the disc golf pro tour. But if I can't, like not the skill level, I'll just play. I think I'll just play local tournaments like local B tiers and play local MPO.
Okay.
Yeah.
More.
The good thing is that you want to continue playing disc golf, and that's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
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 So, looking across Canada, is there any Canadian players or pros that you look up to? Maybe you try and model your disc golf game after them?
Everybody asks that question, and I never have an answer for that. No, I can't. No, I don't
Well,
have anyone.
Okay.
that's good.
I just
Yeah.
follow my dad's tip. I just follow my dad's tips.
Okay.
There
Well,
you
that's
go.
good.
Yeah,
It works.
that's a good role model.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Well, we do know that if you're ever looking for any Canadian players for role models, there's so many great pros just in your local area there,
Yeah.
whether it's Thomas Gilbert or Colleen McInnes, Kat Johnson, so many. And you're working your way right up there. And before you know it, we'll be saying, oh, yeah, you're modeling your game after Alasdair? Because he's a pretty good disc golfer
Yeah,
out there.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, looking ahead for 2025, what does the rest of your disc golf season look like? Do you have any events that you're looking forward to playing?
I'm really looking forward to nationals.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll play provincials, Ontario provincials, but apart from that, it's mainly just local tournaments in August just to stay sharp for nationals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which tournament is your next tournament that you're looking forward to?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm heading out to New Jersey to visit my aunt, so
Okay.
it's not going to
oh,
be this week for sure.
Right.
no.
Are you taking? Are you going to sneak some discs into the luggage and the vehicle and maybe get out to throw a bit while you're down there?
Yes, there's like a course like 5 minutes away from my aunt's house, which I
There you
really
go.
like.
Yeah.
Okay. You've played that one before, have you?
Yes, I played that one before.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
It's
always
really,
like Oh, go ahead.
it's really, really buggy, so that's the one
Oh.
thing I don't look forward to.
Yeah.
So lots of bug spray and maybe long sleeves and pants, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And the other thing too, do you find when you're doing that traveling, do you on your U-disc, do you like getting new baskets on your map to play extra courses and always adding new courses when you can?
Yes, I always look at UDisc to see the local courses around. They're not really, there's only really two courses around where my aunt lives. There's lots of courses up where my cousins live, including Wolf Tracks. Have you heard of that?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we've heard
Yeah.
of that. Yeah,
Limberlost, those
Okay.
right.
courses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Those sound like, I think Wolf Tracks, if I remember right, they might have did Ontario Provincials. Did that happen out that direction there?
Yep, that was last year.
Okay. Yeah. I remember Spencer Young came on the show
that's
and
right.
talked to us about that tournament.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's good. Well, Alasdair, we don't want to keep you too long, but we have a cool little feature that Daryl puts together to find a little bit more out about you. So I'm going to hand it over to him.
Here you go. Here's the abbreviated version for you.
Picture this. You've taken a relaxing cruise, however the ship goes down. You manage to swim to an island, and fortunately for you, there's an 18-hole disc golf course. Which 3 discs are you taking with you on the island?
So you just happen to have these 3 discs on you. You got to the island, and there, lo and behold, you get to play disc golf. Which 3 discs are you hoping they're going to be?
It's probably gonna be my Halo Invader because it can go in any direction, straight, anti, Iser,
Nice.
and Star Eagle because it will literally just hyzer when I need it to, and Sidewinder for straight 300-foot shots.
There you
Okay.
go. That's a perfect choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Daryl is a big fan of Innova, and his whole bag is full of Innova. So I think you have most of those discs, don't you? An Eagle, an Invader, and a
I do.
Sidewinder?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
a Greg Barsby Eagle, but I prefer the Eagle L just to support Canadian. I like Sophia Donica's Eagle L. I have an XT Invader, so I throw that a little bit, but not too much. And was it Sidewinder? I have a Sidewinder, but I don't currently bag it.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Now I wonder what Alistair's going to say about the next part of the question.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So if you could transport any disc golf course, any one that you like playing, or even if one that you haven't played, but you could transport it to this island, so that would be the only course that you could play, which course would it be?
It would probably be Northwood Black because I would love to see what it's like and love to see the challenge.
Wow.
And Northwood Black has more than one tees and one baskets, so
Yeah.
Okay.
lots of variety I can play from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about challenging courses. You want to, be on your game there.
That would happen is a boat might come by to the island and you'd say, "Hey, don't pick me up yet. I'm still working. I haven't got this course mastered. Come back in another month and
Yeah.
I'll be ready." So, well, Alistair, that's awesome. We've really enjoyed talking to you. But before we let you go, do you want to take a moment to tell us who you're sponsored by this year and if there's anybody else you wanted to shout out or thank?
I'm sponsored by Innova. Before I was sponsored by Prodigy, but then an Innova Canada member reached out to me and asked if I wanted to join the team, and
Nice.
I said yes because it's the best
There you
shop
go.
in the world. So,
Yeah.
and I'd also like to thank my mom and dad for including 18 hours to Emporia,
Mhm.
and lots of other places, and it wouldn't be possible without them.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's
That's 2 great
fantastic.
shout outs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, Alistair. It's fantastic having you on the show. We've been watching your posts for quite a while, and we're excited to see where your game's going to take you next. And we look forward to seeing you out at Nationals in September. So we'll see you out there.
If
Yep,
if you
I'm
if you
sure
see
you
us,
will.
yeah, if you see us, come and say hi.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks for your
I hope
time.
I
And we'll,
can.
yeah, absolutely. We'll be there at the players meeting. We'll be there at the opening ceremonies. You'll see us. We'll be talking to everybody.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
Alistair. We'll see you then.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Daryl, always amazing.
Yeah,
And
fantastic.
that's just guest number one.
I know. let's keep this rolling.
All right. Do you want to do the intro on guest number 2?
I can do the guest. Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I'll bring the person in. So our
Okay.
next guest was on the podcast just over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
She was already a rising star last year, but she seems to be approaching light speed now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
She is eligible to play FJ15 and did so at Junior Worlds, taking down second place. She also played in FA1 at the Foxwood Open, where she took down the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And she played her first FPO tournament, taking third place. Please join us in welcoming Brooklyn O'Krafka back to the podcast. Not that one.
We'll
Sorry.
get there. There's still Alasdair.
Oh, sorry,
Hey, welcome
Alasdair.
back, Alasdair.
Hang on a second. What's happening here?
Daryl will get the buttons all pressed and assign the guests accordingly. But yes, Brooklyn was on the show last year, and we did our juniors episode where we had Nico Forbes on at that point. We had Rebecca Dawn as well.
There we go.
And of course, we had Brooklyn O'Krafka.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. We got there in the end. We're so happy to have you back on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be back.
Oh, it's awesome to see you again. And it is hard to believe that it's already been a year since you were last on the podcast. And I think if we remember right, last time when you came on, you and your family were on a vacation, I think, right?
Yeah, we were up in the Smoky Mountains.
Okay. So now it looks like a different background. So are you home tonight or are you in Paris?
Yeah, I'm back home. I've just been kind of chilling for the summer.
Okay.
Nice.
And I think maybe, Daryl, we should probably let all of our Western Canadian listeners know that when I say that Brooklyn's out in Paris, we're talking Paris, Ontario,
Yes.
not Le France, right? we're not out there. So, well, we mentioned it in the intro there, Brooklyn, that you've had quite the year in disc golf since we've last talked to you, because it just seems like your game is getting better and better every time we look. And most recently, you were down at Junior Worlds in Emporia, Kansas, and so much happened, it's hard to know even where to start. So I tried my best with this outline to pick some spots that we can focus in on. And why don't we start with, I guess at the beginning, there was the long drive competition. Can you tell us and our listeners how that went for you?
That was out of the two events, the putting and the long drive, that was the one that I cared about the most. And I was out in a field that was right next to the actual competition field practicing, and I was throwing like pretty much 400 feet, like pretty consistently. And then I went up to the competition one and I threw my first one and I shanked it out of bounds in an open field.
Oh,
Not a great start, but it's okay. We came back and every shot kind of kept getting better. Um, and I was getting more comfortable. And then with the last one, I took an extra second before I started just to like take a deep breath and really like be prepared for the throw. And then I threw and I had so much power. I kind of almost fell over, but I caught myself. We stayed standing. We kept the balance.
Yeah.
And then I thought I was really happy with it, and I was just hoping. And I went in, I got back, and they told me my distance, and I didn't even realize I had won until someone had came over and told me. It wasn't even one of the officials. I think it was a player that came over and congratulated me. But I was over the moon. I was so happy. I have it right here. So I'm really
Oh,
proud.
there you go.
Yeah.
look at that.
That's awesome.
So you got the
Brooklyn's-
plaque there. What's it say?
Yeah.
It's got my
Yeah,
division.
PDA
and the
Junior
event.
Disc World. Oh,
Junior
yeah.
Kansas Field Events, FJ15 Long Drive Champion.
So you said you were throwing 400 feet in practice. What did the final record throw that you got for the event? What was that? What was the distance?
It was 353 feet.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I think one thing, because Daryl and I haven't been to Worlds yet, so we know, you get how many throws do you actually get to try for attempts?
You have 5, and they're like all different discs. So you bring up a stack. You can't throw, and then they give you one back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're out there for 5 different discs. Got it. So you'd have to have 5 of the same
Mhm.
if you wanted to throw the same disc 5 times, right? It's 5.
Yeah, or different ones. I think I had 3 Graces, a Bolt, and a Rive.
Okay. There you go. Which one was the winning one?
It was the Rive. I
Okay.
threw down like a flex way up in the air, and it just kept going.
Yeah.
Do you bag that, Rive?
I did, yes. I think it's still in my bag.
After that, of course, it's
Well-
a distance driver.
Yeah.
Well, That's the thing, right? If you get an ace with the disc, I'm the type of person that, okay, I've aced it, it's going to be retired now. But if you got the long distance with the disc, it doesn't get retired. It stays in your bag. It's obviously a good flyer.
There was a hole at Jones, I think it was West that we played, and it was like a 370-foot shot, and I went up and I threw my grace, and I'm like, I'll probably be able to get this pretty close. It might be a little bit short, and I threw it, and I thought it was decent, and I walked up and I had accidentally shot it 60 feet past the basket
Holy
of
crow.
a 370-foot hole.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And that was with a grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I just want to interject here for a second. Could we have a question from the chat? Doc has always got great questions. He wants to know, have you tried any of the Project Grip discs yet?
I have. I had a couple of the Graces. I really liked those, and I lost both of them at my home course.
Oh no.
Is really sad. But I also had the Pure, which I really liked for an upshot disc.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got my own Pures, and I kind of started using those more.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really great. I really like that plastic. I had an Explorer, but I didn't really use that one much. And I've
Right.
seen a bunch of people use the Compass, but I haven't
Okay.
used that one myself.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. So you competed in the FJ15 division for the tournament, and it looked like quite the battle for you. You were going from tied for 5th to 2nd, to tie for 2nd, to tied for 3rd over the 4 rounds. You headed into the finals, 4 strokes just back of the leader. Can you tell us a little bit about that final round? And maybe we should just start right at the beginning of how that round started. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That one, I was so stressed because my goal coming into Worlds was to make it to finals, because this is my 3rd year, and the past 2 years I made it close, but I hadn't actually gone to finals either year. So I was
Right.
super proud of myself, and I walked up and I was like all pretty much shaking, and I was like, just don't shank it, just don't put it in the trees, just go straight. And
Yeah.
so I threw it and it went straight, and I was so happy with it. And then I heard someone go like, it's going in, and it went in, and we heard it, and I started running. I thought it was not real. So I
Right.
started running, and then I had this thought in my mind as I was sprinting down this fairway as fast as I have run in my life. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, what if it chained out? What if? What if it didn't go in? What if I ran all the way down here for nothing? And
Oh
then it
no.
went in, and there was someone that was down at the basket that had decided to film it, which was super awesome seeing that
Yeah.
footage, because they didn't even know. They just was like, hey, why not?
Yeah.
And it was awesome. But I went down there and I grabbed it, and then I just like started panting for a second by the basket, and they definitely caught that on footage.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Speaking of that, we may as well run them right now, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, we've got you've got the videos up on your Instagram, and we thought we might as well show our listeners for anybody who hasn't seen it.
I also
Oh.
got to keep the T sign.
Oh, that's awesome. Give me
That's
one
amazing.
second here.
We'll get that
Let
up on
me,
the big screen. So they took it
Yeah.
down and gave it to you, hey?
Yeah, it was like at the end of the round, one of the people at the course came up to me and they were like, there's no one else who would want it. We're not gonna keep it. Like, do you want to have it? And I was like, absolutely, yes, I will go get that right now.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What a think about all these things that you can take away from a course and things like that. Taking the T sign of the hole that you aced in the final round
Of
oh my
a
goodness.
world's tournament.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let me just bring this up here. Here we go. So this is the one from Ace Run Pro.
All right.
Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Here we go.
All right.
So we're not going to be able to play the sound, so we're going to talk over this. So there you are, -13 through 4 rounds.
Well, nice little practice throw. That looked good. Didn't look too nervous. And there it goes.
Yeah, that's flying straight.
And then you couldn't see it over the hill,
No,
could
get
you?
ready, because the camera hasn't
I
zoomed
had
out.
no idea.
There she is. There she goes.
There's the sprint. You are moving.
Oh, that was my bestie right there going across the screen.
Yeah.
That is
There you are.
fantastic.
And then you said that somebody was filming it as well. Oh, this one has already been playing,
there
but
I am.
we will wait till it loops back around again.
Okay, so that's you running, so we get that.
Okay, here we go. Another view. 300-foot ace.
And here's the disc.
Oh, that
just
was straight
bang
into the
right in
basket.
the chains. Hey,
Yeah.
right in the chains.
And then here you come sprinting down the hillside here, running after it.
Is that Brooklyn or is that the Flash coming there?
Right.
That looks like a bit of a ways to run. I could understand why you said you'd be panting. You're like just booking it all the way down there.
That's funny. It's one of those things that when you first started, it seemed like a good idea and that you could do this, and then halfway running down there, you're like, was this really a good idea?
Exactly. And it looked like too was Eliezra in the background there too. Was
Elizra?
that Elizra?
Yeah, she was caddying for MJ that day, which
Oh,
was super
okay.
awesome because I talked to her. Yeah, she's really nice.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. That's nice to see like a pro at the event as well. Is pretty
Mhm.
cool. So Brooklyn, if we kind of get towards more to the end of the round and where you were getting to there, things started to get a little interesting towards the end. You want to tell us what happened at the end of that round, or if there, unless there was something else big that you wanted to mention between the ace on hole one and what started to happen at the end?
Well, I don't really pay attention to scores at all during my round. It throws me off when I'm playing. So I didn't actually know what was happening until my very last putt on hole 18. And we were walking down, and my dad was like, if you make it, you're gonna be tied for first. If you miss it, you're gonna be tied for third or for second. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like that was again, it felt not real. So I
Yeah.
went up and I really tried with that one. It was like a 25-ish foot putt, so I was really stressed and I sat there and I was super fortunate because the wind like just stopped blowing as I walked up. So that was great. And I made it and I ran up and again I was just like it was just such an amazing feeling to be able to get there, like just to surpass my goal coming into it was amazing. And then I they offered us like a break between the playoff, but neither me nor Allison wanted it. We're just like let's just go.
Yeah.
So I had my music in. I pretty much had it like blasting in my ear so that I didn't stress out so much that I couldn't throw properly. And there was a bunch of people that talked to me afterwards and they were like, "You look so not stressed. You were like dancing." And I was like, "Yeah, I had my music in so that I wasn't stressed."
Yeah.
I do
Right.
that like every round. It really helps me to play and to stay calm. But the first hole, everyone I was walking up, they're like, "Just ace it again. Come on, you got this." So again, as I'm throwing, I'm just like, I just better not shank it into a tree. If I aced this and then like got a bogey in the playoff, I would have been so disappointed with myself. But I did get a par, which is fine. And then the next hole, the second hole of the playoff, was like the worst hole for me of the entire course, which
Right.
was super unfortunate. But oh well. And I ended up hitting a tree. And then
Hmm.
I threw, for my upshot, I threw an overstable disc that with the wind just wasn't overstable and went straight. So
Okay.
I threw it too far. And then it was like a really big putt, but I had to go for it because I had to because it was a playoff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I ended up getting the double bogey because I had a long comebacker. But yeah, it was amazing, and I'm super proud of Allison because she played so well, and she's also an amazing athlete and really deserved it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good
No,
to hear.
that's
Yeah.
great. And so you didn't win Worlds, but you certainly achieved your goal. You got onto so you got on the finals that you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Won the longest drive competition. Got an ace in the final round on a
Yeah.
tournament. Took
And
it
it
to
was,
a playoff.
yeah.
And you'd think, that was enough,
Right.
Daryl. But I was still looking. There's more to this story.
Okay.
So what I also noticed was that did you not get your new highest rated round as well? Maybe was round two.
I
I saw was
did.
943 rated.
Yeah. I wasn't really even paying attention to ratings. Like I was not at all looking at any of that. But my dad at the end of the round was just like, "You did really well." I was like, "I did," and he's like, "No, you did really well." Then he showed me the score, and I was like, "Oh, I did."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, Daryl.
So before you get on to what you want to ask,
Yeah.
we have some hard hitting questions in the chat. I want
Oh,
to
okay.
bring them in
Let's
as
jump
well.
onto those.
Doc is here again, and he wants to know what songs do you listen to?
Ooh, I listen to like everything. I've got some like Selena Gomez, I've got Sia, I've got Billie Eilish, I've got Taylor Swift. Anything, literally anything that's energetic will be on my playlist.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anything that's
Okay.
like confidence boosting songs, that's also in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say this shows where I am. I must be hitting my stride again because
Yeah.
those are all same type of artists I have in my playlist.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Daryl knows I'm a Swiftie, so we don't talk about it that much. But
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So the other thing was
Okay.
is yeah. So we talked about all of those different things
Yep.
that had happened, but again, that's not all. I think
Yeah.
there's one other thing that happened because this is a world's tournament, and somebody needs to represent Canada at a world's tournament.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we got a video of that too.
Let me bring that video up. Here it is. You were honored, I imagine, to be the flag bearer for Canada at the Worlds. How was that?
It was awesome. They didn't actually tell me what I was supposed to be doing, so as I'm walking down, I'm just like waving. I'm like, I hope I'm doing it right. I hope it's good. I hope the
It
flag's
looked
not folded weird and people can see.
no, it looked
Yeah,
like you did a great job for sure.
absolutely.
I was gonna say you could have probably ran at lightning speed like you did on hole one, and it would have just been waving in the
Would have
background
just been,
there.
yeah, flapping in the wind.
Yeah. So when did you find out that you were going to do that? You didn't know before you went down?
I think it was about like a week before they told me, but when
Okay.
we were there, they didn't tell us specifically how to do it. They were just like, walk down and make people see the flag. We're like, oh, okay.
Okay, I can
But
do
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
they told us, and I was like, okay. So I went up to my closet and I like specifically found an outfit that made me look like the flag. So that
Right.
even if I wasn't wearing it, everyone would have known where I was from anyway.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
awesome. Oh, that's good. You did a
The
great job.
attention
It's
to
great to see
detail.
you represent. So,
Yeah.
is it needless to say that this is like one of the highlights of your disc golf career, this World's trip so far?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I had such a good time and I knew more people there and like was more comfortable. So I had more friends there that I hung out with after the rounds and like went to their hotels and hung out at the pool. We this one time we went to my friend's hotel and there was no one there and it was a long round and we were like, "You know what we're going to do? We are going to do a TikTok dance and then jump in the pool." So we did that and it got posted all over and it was super fun. It was an amazing thing.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
we've known that you can kind of get some videos to go viral. I remember the one that you did when you were throwing with the kind of balloon goon in front of you on the tee box. I think that thing's got 1 million views at this point.
Yeah, that was such a fun hole to play. It was so difficult, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
There you go.
So moving on from that, we also saw that you organized a fundraiser event this year. Do you want to tell us about that
Yeah.
event and how that went?
That was really it was at Brawny Creek and it was Canadian, so we had like themes and decorations for every hole. We had one because we have the longest street is like Yonge Street, I think, and it
Hmm.
runs from
Hmm.
Toronto. So we got like one of those little kid cars from Little Tykes and we like decorated the tee pad like a road and we had a bunch of signs. We had a blow up beaver and just a whole bunch of things. We had Canadian celebrities in a red carpet, and then we filmed some people so that as they were walking onto the tee pad, it was like a red carpet, and it was
Sweet.
so amazing. We had the Canadian anthem playing at one of them. We brought like butter tarts and Canadian snacks. Did you know that Americans don't have Smarties or
No.
fuzzy peaches? Did you know they don't have fuzzy peaches?
What they
Well,
well, we have an American
yeah,
in
we
our
have
chat, and
Doc
they're
as an
really
American.
missing out. No fuzzy peaches. How
Could
did
you
they even get by?
can you confirm that,
Oh
Doc?
my gosh, I brought a bunch of Canadian snacks and I brought some of those and my friend like took the whole box because she didn't have them and loved them so much.
That's awesome.
So we need to find out if they have Smarties and Fuzzy Peaches.
Yeah, I do. I want to say they have Smarties, but they're not Smarties. They're more like
They're not the
Rockets or
same. They're
Sweet
like
Tarts or
candy.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours are chocolate. These are like candy. They were so like baffled when I brought them in.
We got Smarties the fruit? Question mark. No, I think Doc, you're missing the thing on that one.
And
And then
Fuzzy Peaches?
Fuzzy
Question mark.
Peaches? Question mark, question
No,
mark.
you're missing out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, one of the ways too, what
Yeah.
we noticed when you had that event, and that was a good fundraiser, but you also got some signature discs this year. And I was wondering, I was hoping that maybe you had one close by. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
I love this one so much. It's purple. I am so biased towards purple. It's my favorite color always.
Yeah.
And yeah, I graduated grade 8 this year, so it's got the little hat. Oh, I almost dropped it. That's okay. Um, but yeah, I
You-
love it so much. I throw like one or two of these discs in my bag right now.
You have
Oh,
to.
my family was laughing at that. I can hear it.
Well, we saw last year you had the really cool dolphin logo, and I love that one. But the hedgehog logo, it's like
It
even
was a
cuter.
platypus.
Oh, platypus.
It
Sorry.
was a platypus.
I mean platypus. Oops. I guess I should have done better research, hey, Daryl,
Yeah.
but I did love it.
Yeah, you know what score she threw on round 2 at a tournament, but you don't know that it's
A
a
difference
platypus
between a platypus and a dolphin. Yeah. Well, but the hedgehog, it's even cuter. And I'm thinking you must have worked with Judge Havoc on that one again, did you? Or
Yeah. We got some ideas. We kind of looked at some pictures and then gave him kind of a description, and he took it and just made it so much better.
yeah.
Yeah, we know Judge does great work.
Great work. Yeah, for sure. We always see his designs there.
Yeah. So you showed us the disc there. You've got a couple in your bag. What discs or what disc or discs do you have with that logo on them?
I throw the Pure with the logo from this year,
Mm-hmm.
and then my Claymore actually that I aced with was stamped from my logo from last year.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still have some of these discs available?
Yeah, I do. I don't think I have any of the ones from last year, but these ones we do have a few. We have these in Pures and Claymores.
Okay.
Nice. And what's the
And
best way for
they're
someone if they wanted to get one? How would they be able to get one if they wanted to support you?
either on like Instagram or Facebook. You can get in touch with me there.
You just
And then yeah.
How much are they looking to pay for one?
I think they're $30 each.
Okay.
And yeah. You can pick which one, and they're very cool.
Yeah,
they are
They're
super
very good
cool.
discs, high quality,
Yes.
special.
Salesperson here. Salesperson.
Yeah, you don't need to convince us.
Now here's the important question before we get off of the discs is how much are you charging for your autograph these days if someone buys a disc?
I don't know, I won't charge for an autograph. It's free.
Oh,
That's a bargain. That's
there
the
you
deal,
go.
right?
So
That's the
generous.
yeah.
$30 and you get a free signature
And a free autograph. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
That's an investment
Yeah,
because it'll be worth a lot more in years to come.
You know where one might look really good?
Somewhere
Back
on the
here
wall.
on this wall, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Make sure we'll put the order in now. Make sure you save us one so we can pick it up when we come out to nationals.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, and before we
at
touch,
Nationals, me and Colleen are also playing a doubles round with some people out west.
we were going to ask you about that. So, we're going to be Team Chain Out. So, have you come up with a team name yet? Because I know, or is it just Team Brooklyn Colleen?
Oh, I don't know. We were talking a little while ago about being the Power Putt Girls.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I know which there'll be a purple Power Putt Girl. I know there will be that. I don't know what color Colleen will pick though. No, that's awesome. I love it. Maybe we have to work on our name.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, another one that we saw as before we talk about nationals a little bit was that you have the Ontario Junior Championships being played out in Paris this year. Are you part of that in the organizing side of it, or are you helping make that happen?
I think I'm helping run a little bit. I'm not super sure yet, but I know I have volunteered to help run that. But I'm also playing it, and I'm super excited for it to be at my home course because it's a little bit of an advantage for me. But
Yes, yeah, exactly. I think you'll do okay now that we see that, FA1, FPO, you're kind of branching out there. How was your first experience playing in FPO?
oh my god, it was so scary. I had never done that before. It was a lot of pressure, but again, I had my music that kind of took some of that away while I was playing. But the women in FPO are super nice. They were really fun to play with. And I was really proud of myself for the way that I finished. Getting in third in the first tournament was great. I actually won money that I had to turn down because
Right.
I'm a junior still.
That's right. But you could see the potential. You're like, I like this. This
Yeah.
could work out really well. Well, and I'm sure Colleen already knows because she's been watching you for quite a while, but I'm sure, I don't know if Kat or Jessica or Chantel know, but they're gonna know soon, that's for sure. Well, when you were on last time, I know we talked a little bit about discs and that, but this year we want to give you the true Chain Out end of interview experience. So Daryl, take it away.
Here we go. Going to hit you with it.
Now it's time for Desert Island Discs. Picture this. You've taken a relaxing cruise, however the ship goes down. You manage to swim to an island, And fortunately for you, there's an 18-hole disc golf course. Which 3 discs are you taking with you on the island?
There you go. Same
Well, that's
scenario
so
as
easy.
same scenario as Alasdair. You have these 3 discs in your backpack. You get to the island. Which 3 discs are they going to be?
Oh, easy question. My Grace, my Claymore, and my Pure. Those are my favorite discs in my entire bag. They're all I can like manipulate to either fly straight or turn over or like hyzer out. They're just awesome and I love them so much. Yeah, they're probably
Yeah.
just my favorites ever.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you do, but do you have multiples of each disc in your bag?
Yes, I do. I think I have 4 or 5 Graces, which is a
Wow.
little excessive. We might take a couple of those out. I have 2 or 3 Pures and 1 Claymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
That's
so there's no other Claymores like it. It's so beaten in that nothing is like it. It it will not come back. If it starts turning over, that thing's gone.
See you later.
there you go. It's gone. And I'm not going to forget this time, Jeremy.
Forget what?
If you could transport any course to play on this island with those 3 discs, either one that you've played or just one that you would like to play, but you have to play it the whole time you're on the island, which course would you transport to this island?
I think ooh, that's hard. Either the Paris course because I'm super biased towards that one, or the Jones West course from Worlds. That was such a fun course, and it was amazing, and it was like a mix of a bunch of different skills. But I
Yeah.
really liked it because it was really there was a lot of shots that I could do really well, so I really liked that one, and it was so pretty. Like there was a hole with a bridge, and I just sat at the tip and I was like, just wow,
Yeah.
like the hole doesn't even look hard when it's pretty.
Yeah. There you go.
That's awesome.
Well, Brooklyn, we really thank you for joining us again tonight. It's always awesome talking to you. But before we let you go, we want to give you a moment if you want to shout out your sponsors or if there's anything else you want to shout out or promote, now's the time.
For sure. I definitely want to shout out to Latitude. They're an amazing sponsor. I love them so much. They make such amazing products and the team is so nice. I also want to thank like my dad because he came to Worlds with me and supports and caddies all the time. He gives me all of the YouTube videos to watch. Uh, I also want to thank like my mom and my brother. They support me all of the time in fundraisers. And to my friends, they always come out like to the tournament. They came out and help run it. Whoa, the grammar. Um, also to anyone who helped support, like who came to the tournaments or who bought discs or anything like that. I really appreciate it because I couldn't have done it without all those people.
Oh,
Awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we are so looking forward to seeing you in September at Nationals. And we're glad to know because we were a little worried. We were like, we didn't know if they were getting too big time that we might not be playing that doubles round. Or were we worried
Exactly.
that they do want to play and we're going to get embarrassed? I can't
We know
remember
we're
which
getting
it was.
embarrassed anyway. Yeah. I'm fully prepared to be put in my place and beat down.
So we should start negotiating how many shots they're going to give us.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we needed, some sort of advantage.
Yeah. Well, we will see the Power Putt girls
Power putt girls.
in
You
September.
guys better start practicing if you want to
Yeah.
dance.
Might post a couple videos showing us practicing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Brooklyn. We hope
Thank
to
you
see
for
you and
having
can't wait
me.
to speak to you later in the year when we see you.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But we've got a guest who has stayed up late for us.
Yes.
And I want to get right to that guest. So our last guest of the evening is from Kincora, Prince Edward Island.
Yes.
He is 955 rated, and although he's been able to play in MJ18 over the last little while,
Mm-hmm.
he's made the jump from MA1 and then to MPO in just the last couple of years. He finished tied for 5th at the DEP Open A tier, showing that he can hang right up there
Mm-hmm.
with our other Canadian pros like Thomas Gilbert, Chris Oslins, and Chris Brown.
Yeah.
So join us in welcoming Oliver Murphy to the show.
Hi.
Hey, Oliver, how you doing?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Yeah, we're doing fantastic. We're just rolling with these interviews tonight. We're having so much fun.
Yeah, we love these episodes when we get to talk to new players and people we haven't met before. It's always fun for us. So
Yeah.
and we'll do it again
Awesome.
right now. So Oliver, thank you for staying up late to join us. So people who don't know, when if someone's listening to this podcast on audio
Mm-hmm.
3 days from now,
Right.
we're at like just after 8 o'clock here. It's like over past 11 o'clock out in Prince Edward Island right now.
Yeah.
So crazy time. Thank you for staying awake for us. And
No worries.
yeah, when we looked, we saw that you're located in Kincora, PEI. And I've been to PEI, but I wasn't too familiar with Kincora. So I did a little research, and it looks like it might be a little bit of a smaller place, maybe with a total population around 400 people or so. Is that right?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, we're not too big at all.
Okay. Is that where you've lived your whole life, or have you been there the whole time?
No, I originally was out in Shelton, PEI, so right on the water. We had a small A-frame cottage where it was just my parents and I for close to 2 or 3 years, and then my little brother came along, and there wasn't enough room, so we ended up moving out to Kincora here, and it's been amazing. I'm 5 minutes away from the school, and it's just been perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is
Yeah.
it one of those places there where kind of everybody knows everybody?
Yeah, like I know all my neighbors down the road. My brother's best friends are just like a walk away. Like they walk outside and they're on their mini bikes and just going up and down the road. Like it's just one road town, and then there's a couple like offshoots, smaller roads. But yeah, it's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that does sound really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's sometimes gets lost in the big city, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to take this one?
No,
or
you
is it me?
go.
Yeah. So another fact when I was looking, Oliver, and I did my research, was I saw that Kincora has the fifth best disc golf course in Canada if you're looking at UDisc for 2024. So tell us a little bit about that course. I think is it called Huckett? Is that right?
Yeah, Huckett. Yeah, that's actually my home course. It's 5 minutes down the road, and I work there in the summer actually. So that's my full-time summer job.
Right.
The owner of the course, Charlie McCardle, he's my cousin. He's the one who introduced me to disc golf, actually.
Okay.
Right.
He established the course back in 2018, and I remember as a kid, my dad would drag me out to the course, and we'd be helping him like drag sticks out or burn it. Like I had no idea what we were going in the woods for, but um, once COVID hit, that's never we really kind of got into it, and we've done a lot of work to the course in these past couple of years. We've started putting in more and more blue pads, so making it longer, tougher. And then we actually ended up building a secondary smaller course. So it's like a more beginner level course where all the
Mhm.
holes are around 200 feet. So that course is super fun. You can get through it in about half an hour, 45 minutes, moving at a pretty moderate pace.
Wow.
Um, yeah, I love it. It's amazing. Like, can't ask for much better.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
one of the things that I'm pretty excited hearing you say
Mhm.
is that there's an actual paying job I'm expecting at a disc golf course. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Um, it is. So Charlie owns a farm as well, so it is kind of tied in that. I do a bit of work on the farm, but predominantly, like these past couple weeks, I've been out on the course. We just bought a new mulcher, so we had a couple hurricanes a couple years ago, so we've been using
Mm.
that new mulcher we purchased, and we've been going in, cutting logs, dragging them out, and then mulching it, and using the wood chips that we mulch to put around the baskets, create paths, stuff like that. And
Right.
so yeah, it's I've been doing that for the last couple of years, and yeah, it pays pretty good, so can't
Oh,
complain. I
Wow.
get to do
Yeah.
what I love.
That's
y-
yeah. That's fantastic.
yeah, that's amazing. You're living the dream already.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and if it wasn't good enough that you had, one of the fifth best courses in Canada that it was in 2024,
Mhm.
you've also got the number one course in PEI, the number one in Canada, and then it's also 25th in the world, which is Hillcrest Farms. Now, how far is Hillcrest from you?
Hillcrest is about a 20-minute drive or so. It's not too far at all. So yeah, it's really good. I don't get to out to Hillcrest as much as I'd like to. With Rose Valley close, that's also 7 minutes down the road. It's just easier to go to those courses. But I was at Hillcrest the other day. It's looking really good, and I have an upcoming event there in 2 weeks or so. So it's the Disc Golf PEI Tour stop number 4. So we'll be
Okay.
heading out to Hillcrest for that one. That'll be my first event in like a month or so. I've taken a bit of time off and stuff, but yeah, it's been pretty good. I love the
Yeah.
course. It's beautiful. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So out of all those courses on the island, which one is your favorite?
That's a really tough question. Like I'm very biased, so I'm gonna have to say Huckett. Like that's where I started disc golfing. I love it. I've had input into the course design as well, where Charlie has asked me different opinions, and I love the course so much. It's just so close to my heart. I can't pick any other course over it.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you have a favorite hole on the course?
Oh, that's a tough question. I love hole 6. It's this straight shot hole where you are going down a valley and then you cross the river and then it goes back up. It's a par 3, but it's and it's right in the middle, about 80 feet off the tee pad. There's this one really big tree that comes up in the middle.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
it's yeah, right in the way. But I hit that way more than I'd like to admit. But I love that hole. It's just beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Daryl and I are always adding courses to the list of must
Yeah.
play, and I think Huckett's already made it. It's making it on
Oh,
there.
it's getting
Oh,
up there. Yeah, for sure.
you
Yeah.
gotta play hockey.
Yeah. So looking at PEI as a whole, what is the disc golf scene like? Do you have a lot of players? Is there some good clubs, a lot of events and tournaments, things like that?
Yeah, so we have close to a dozen or so disc golf courses on the island, and a lot of the bigger courses, like Huckett, has Saturday leagues. So we do what's called random doubles. You pay $10, you flip your disc, you get a random doubles partner, and then you
Hmm.
play around, and then you split the money up. So say you have 10 people come out, the winner will get like $60 split between them. Second place gets $40 split between the pair, something
Yeah.
like that. And then Glen Allendale, they're east. They're about an hour drive from where I am. They do weekly leagues as well. And then Rose Valley down the road, they did weekly leagues as well. I think they just wrapped up not long ago.
Right.
But yeah, so we have a pretty good scene with a lot of regulars. So there's probably 15, 20 people at least at those leagues each week. But then Disc Golf PEI, they in the last couple of years have started coming together and making a lot more events and stuff and creating a proper tour in PEI, because it
Right.
used to be just like the Flickline tour with like Ben Smith and all them.
Hmm.
He was a big help in organizing all the events and stuff. So kind of following his lead, Disc Golf PEI kind of came together. I'm not sure exactly when they did, but it's all run by local disc golfers. It is amazing, and they've done such a good job. They do clinics, they do um, different fundraisers and stuff. They've partnered with like Tourism PEI with different local businesses such as
Okay.
Islanders Golf Company. They are at every event selling discs, and as part of like your players packs for amateurs especially, they will get like a gift card to there. So they're spending money, putting money back into disc golf and local businesses. And then Disc Golf PEI also partnered with local food businesses, such as I think Lone Oak might be one of them, where
Right.
they will provide like a lunch with your tournament. So say you're doing a one day 2 round tournament, which is typically what they consist of. So you'll get your lunch included with that if you're an amateur. If you're playing in the open division, you spend an extra $10-15. You get lunch, but it's all local. It's awesome. And
Oh,
then
wow.
usually events can be around 50 people or so. That's typically average for us.
Yeah.
But this upcoming one at Hillcrest, there's I think over 80 people, and there's still some people signing up. So
Right.
Okay.
it's definitely growing. It's gotten a lot bigger, but like yeah, it's amazing. The scene out here, the community is amazing. So
Yeah. It
Yeah.
sounds like it. Yeah.
Oh, it does. And I'm sure, as people will probably always say, is if you looked at it as a per capita, probably higher than anywhere else in
Yeah.
Canada, I
It
would
sounds like it.
expect.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
there's a lot of disc golfers, and for such a small area, we have so many courses. It's so densely populated with courses. Like it's amazing. I can go 5 minutes that way. I have a course, 7 minutes, 20 minutes, and then a couple hours. Well, even like an hour drive away, there's 3, 4 more courses up east. So like
yeah.
it's amazing. I can't ask for much better.
Yeah.
And Daryl, and if you weren't sold on that,
Yeah.
if you just wanted to go to the beach, You could drive about an hour and always be close to a beach too,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Oh, it's yeah, you're probably realistically anywhere on PEI, you're within 25-30 minutes of beach.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, you've
Sold.
sold us.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, you did mention earlier on there, Oliver, about getting into disc golf, kind of pandemic days and with your uncle and with the course, and you were helping there. But do you remember when you first threw your first disc? Was it kind of love at first throw? You know, was it one of those things, or did it take a little time to grow on you?
It definitely took a bit of time to grow on me. So my dad was the first one to, like, get into disc golf. Charlie introduced it to him, and so he used to like have to force me, or I guess not force, but drag me out to the course. I
Yep.
still went with him because I wanted to spend time, whatever. But it wasn't something that I was too interested in. Um, but my first real memory I have of throwing was the Christmas after I got my first set of discs. That's kind of never I really got hooked on the sport. And I was playing in it was a couple feet of snow. We had to shovel off the tee pads to play. I was out of Huckett, and I remember having this G Star Leopard. It was this blue disc, and that was the first kind of disc I fell in love with.
Yeah.
And the most memorable shot I had really was whenever I started, like, I like this, was hole 6 I mentioned earlier about Huckett. It was that first one where I finally got it across the river, and it was up where I could have a putt at the basket for a chance to birdie. That was
Yeah.
kind of like my first real disc golf memory, and I don't know, I've been hooked on the sport ever since.
Yeah, that's amazing. Everyone remembers that first, like we've said before. You remember that first time that you actually get the S flight out of out of a flight. And we're always trying.
Oh,
That's why we keep coming back to disc golf, is because we try and repeat that and try and get that great feeling. That leopard. Do you still bag that leopard? Do you still have it?
no, that was I think it might be downstairs. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, you
But
still got it.
I've moved on to, now that I'm with Prodigy, I throw strictly Prodigy.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
So I love it. I've replaced the Leopard with an F3, so it's
Okay.
actually the same color. Actually, it's a dark blue as well. So I
Oh,
love it. Yeah.
there you go. I have a quick question from the chat. How many discs are in the river?
Oh, frig, that way too many to count. Like,
Okay, well,
it's
his guess is he's saying 20,
oh
plus or
it
minus.
Oh, plus, like, you're going a lot more. I've thrown at least 20 of mine in there. Um, and yeah, so, like, I know my grandfather, he's gone out with hip waders before, so he lives just across the road, and that's where actually my dad grew up. So hole 8 to Huckett, my grandfather used to be a Cub Scout leader, whatever.
Yeah.
So they actually did a zip line across that river for hole 8.
Okay.
So my dad grew up right over there, so he is really familiar with those woods. But yeah, so moving on, I got sidetracked. My grandfather's gone in with hip waders before through the river, and he's come out with like 10, 15 plus discs, and there's different people have done that. And yeah, it's crazy how many are in
Yeah.
that river.
It's a catchment area for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we saw that you competed in the Dieppe Open this year, as Jeremy said, over in New Brunswick. It looked like that was quite the tournament for you. After round one, you were tied for 13th, just under that cash line. And then in round two, you moved up one spot, up there to 12th. But then you managed to move all the way up to tie for 5th in round three. How did you enjoy that tournament?
Oh, like, I loved it. Dieppe is one of my favorite courses to play off island.
Mm-hmm.
Luke and the team out there, the Disc Demons, they've done an incredible job with what they have. A small park style course in the middle of a city. They've done an amazing job of being able to build a high level course there, and I love it. It's just a beautiful course. So I enjoyed every time we get to go out there and play it. But yeah, so that tournament was something I really wanted to do well. My goal I set for myself was just cash. Like, if I can cash, like, I will be so pumped.
Yeah.
Just a tier with how many people were there, big names, Thomas Gilbert, Chris Brown, Chris Osland, stuff like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to be able to cash, and that's something I was able to do. So, like, I'm just so incredibly happy. But as you said, just sitting outside of the cash line on those first, and I can't remember if I was outside or not on the second round.
Just
But
inside,
yeah,
yeah.
being able to bump up into fifth place, that was just amazing. Like I had some luck, but it was rainy that weekend. It was nasty weather, so like
Mm,
I'm curious to see what would have happened if I would have been able to do that if the weather was a bit nicer, because I find I play pretty consistent even if even if it's raining or cold or whatever. So
yeah,
um but yeah, it was nasty weekend. Other than that, I'm just super happy I was able to cash.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, and you kind of alluded to it there too, is that the weather was horrible at times, right? It was tough weather, but they still managed to put on a great event even despite the
Oh, yeah.
weather.
Yeah.
And then, but you went in rounds 2 and 3, you shot those +1 rounds while other people were just struggling and they were taking a ton of strokes. What did you do to keep your scores low? Like, did you make adjustments because of the weather, or as you said, you were kind of consistent? So,
Yeah, that's I don't know. I'd say the biggest thing was my drives were on point. I wasn't finding myself like in trouble for the most part. I wasn't like trying to play super aggressive. I was playing more conservative golf where I was just trying to like hit the line. So I wasn't using my drivers too often. I was relying a lot on my like PA3 in a base grip plastic, just go straight down the fairway or whatever. But then I also have an M4 I love. It is just dead straight. It is the perfect disc. Like it just amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of playing a lot smarter golf, playing within my means, not trying to like overreach, like trying to throw over baseball diamonds because we had some additional holes that were in for just the event where you would go over the baseball field. So like I
yeah.
was just playing around and trying to get my three or instead of pushing for a two or whatever. And just playing consistent like that, I found really helped me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's funny you mentioned an M4. Daryl and I were just out playing last night, and I had picked up a Noah Higgins M4, and we have
Oh,
some holes there where we needed to be nice and straight, and we not are not normally. And how many times did I throw that M4 last night? You thought it was
Well,
my new favorite
it
disc.
was funny because you didn't throw it for 11 holes and then you pulled it out and then suddenly it was your favorite disc and you were throwing it almost on every shot. So,
Yeah,
yeah, you have a new
I won't
favorite
blame
disc.
you.
yeah, I do
It's
agree with you. It's a great
perfect.
disc.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned the pros had come up there. So Thomas Gilbert was up there, and Chris and a bunch of others as well. And I
Mhm.
think Karen Martell even came out, I believe, as well, didn't
Yeah.
she? Yeah. So
Colleen was out there,
yeah, and Colleen was out as well.
yeah,
Did you have a chance
I
to?
think.
I know Karen was, maybe not Colleen. Yeah, Colleen went up,
Yeah,
and
Colleen was there. Could be Tom
Tobin
Care.
Isaac, everybody was up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was quite a big
So did
race.
you get a chance to meet a bunch of those new players and hang out with some of those pros?
I didn't really get a chance to interact with them too much. I was kind of avoiding all the rain and weather and stuff. So we
Sure.
had an Airbnb that we rented with a couple others. So like my dad, my brother were playing that event, and then we have a group of guys that we usually travel with. So
Mhm.
um, yeah, there's three of them: Cyril, Fudge, and Alan. So we've been traveling and doing disc golf tournaments for the last like 3 years or so, traveling the Maritimes. So we always tend to stick together and stuff. And yeah, I didn't really get to interact with them too much, but I was watching the scores and stuff, and I got to see them throw some shots, and like it was incredible watching them play and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it was yeah,
Yeah, well, when you have a tight crew like that, that's a great way to spend it. It's either avoiding the weather or
Mhm.
hanging out with your crew. So that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, we could not have you on, Oliver, without getting some of, you're playing MPO way higher rated than we are.
Yes.
We can use all of the help we could get. Same with our listeners. So we want to improve our disc golf games. We want to be like you when we grow up. So do we, we want to tap into your knowledge? Do you have any tips or anything if you were looking at an AM disc golfer like the two of us that you might give us to help improve our games?
Um, that's a good question. I've done a lot of form review where I've gone in and watched myself and made different corrections, but I've one of my biggest things for my back end form that I found was like having a strong plant and creating like a whip with my body. So I find it all starts with a good, strong lower body. Where if I can get my plant foot really solid and then transfer most of that momentum in, I found that has helped me generate a lot more power and spin on my throws.
Okay.
That was I'd say that's the biggest thing for my form wise, was something that I really focused on. Um, and then putting wise, I was watching a video a couple years ago that Calvin Heimberg made, and it was this one where he was sitting on the couch and he would just constantly be popping his putter up and
Mm,
focusing on getting that pop and spin,
yeah.
and that was something that I found really translated to my putting style. I like a very spin direct putt right at the basket, so being able to practice that and getting good pop and spin on it, that's something that really helped create some consistency in my putt. And it added actually a lot of distance to my putts and stuff. So where before I was struggling to get the distance on like a 25-foot putt or a 30-foot putt, I was able to start making putts farther out to where it's 40, 45 feet where I can get a step putt and get that nice pop, and it just kind of goes straight. And
Right.
that's something that's really helped with my putting, I found, because it was something I was able to do just like watching TV or whatever, and I didn't have to set out half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever, to go and putt. So it was something that really kind of translated to me at least. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I
well,
mean, that fits right in our wheelhouse, right? If
yes.
we don't actually have to get out and do anything, and we can just sit on the couch and do it, I think we're all about that. I know which video you're talking about because I remember
Yeah.
seeing Calvin talking about it, just throwing it straight up. And if you can get that
Mhm.
pop and it, you don't have to worry about moving forward. If you can just get it and pop it straight up.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Oliver, I know we had said about 20 minutes and we're running a little longer. Are you still okay for time, or do you want us to
Oh,
wrap you up here? You're
I'm
okay?
having fun. I love talking about disc golf. I could talk
Oh,
all day about disc golf.
okay.
That's good.
Sounds good.
So as we move forward, and you're getting out of for the junior ranks, you're moving forward now into, like we said before, you're in the MPO divisions. Have you
Yeah.
thought more about how disc golf is going to fit into your future? Like, do you think college disc golf may be a way forward, or do you see yourself trying to possibly, get to go down on the pro tour or anything like that?
Um, that's something I haven't put a whole lot of thought into. Like, I'm at the age where I just graduated high school, and actually later this month, no, later August, I'm moving into dorms for my university. So I'll be going to New Brunswick, actually in Fredericton, um to go to university and stuff. I haven't really thought too much about disc golf, but I know that they have like an ultimate team, so I definitely want to still be playing with discs and stuff. I don't know, I love it, but I've also thought about trying to like create a disc golf club while I'm there. That's
Yeah.
something that's definitely crossed my mind. I think that would be a ton of fun because I do know that they have like some smaller park style courses around Fredericton area. So that'd be something that's really easy, accessible for people to do.
Mm,
So I'd like to definitely do that. But I just want to keep playing disc golf. Like if it takes
yeah.
me down states or whatever to play on the pro tour, that's definitely something I would like to try. But right now, I want to focus on just enjoying disc golf because a lot of times I can find myself getting lost in I want to win, I need to get better, and
Mm,
sometimes I just want to kind of take a step back and enjoy disc golf again because I noticed I kind of have been getting a little bit burned out where I'm just trying to be better, keep focusing, practice just all this all the time. And yeah, it's just kind of something that I want to take a step back, slow down. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at doing right now. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. I just love playing
Yeah.
disc golf.
there you go. That's a
That
great answer.
that's all you really need.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we will say one of the things we've done, and Daryl's heard me bring this up 100 times, I think, but we know that Trinity West, way out in the Vancouver area, has a college disc golf team, and Chris Hartman is the coach out there, a person who's been in disc golf for quite a long time. And then also the Redeemer University does. So if you ever want somebody to talk to, we can connect you with a number of people we've chatted with that would be able to help you put together that team that you're looking to do at Fredericton if you wanted to, because I know there's a lot of if you've got the people there and you've got the interest, it can be built. But
Yeah.
it's school first, so when you've got extra time in between studying.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be going for engineering as well, so I have a full plate ahead of me. But yeah, it's definitely something I'd be interested in talking further about. So yeah, I'd definitely be interested in trying something like that.
Well, and
Yeah,
as you
that's
said,
good.
you've got Luke, you've got Ben, you've got those guys. You got so many people who can support
Yeah.
and help push disc golf forward for sure, because they've
Yeah.
been doing it for a while already.
And they're great at doing it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Oliver, both are amazing for sure.
Yeah.
And so, Oliver, we've been doing the podcast for almost 2 years now, and we've had a few chances, like we said, Ben and Luke and that type of thing. We've talked to a few people out in the East, but if we're looking to get some maritime disc golfers on the podcast in the future, are there any other players that you've been watching that you think we should keep an eye out, whether it's PEI or just kind of out there?
I'm sure you've probably heard his name before, Dylan Gowdy. I think he's been on before actually. But
Yes. Yeah.
he's amazing. Like he puts in more effort than anyone else I've ever seen play disc golf. Like he's an amazing guy. Anthony Richard, he's taken a bit step back to do the same thing I'm looking at, like focus on school and stuff. But then, oh frig, James Mallard, he from PEI, he's actually I think the president of disc golf PEI, but
Okay.
he's been a big he's like what I've been striving to beat actually. I've watched him for the last couple of years. He's always been like the top of disc golf for PEI. He won Canadian Nationals there a couple of years ago whenever it was on PEI.
Okay.
And he's definitely someone to talk to. He's really knowledgeable. He's amazing. Like I love him. And then there's Chris Richard as well. He's been playing disc golf forever. He's on PEI. And then who else can I think of?
Yeah, there's some good
Yeah.
good people
I think what you're doing is you're just trying to get some inside knowledge for the next fantasy episode. If we ever
that could be too.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
getting these names, these blind pick.
The hot tips from Oliver.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, Oliver,
Yeah.
it's getting us to the end of the interview, and you might have heard there when we had Brooklyn on, because we know you were on there a little early. We get to the end of this segment that can be really tough for some people because they're really not too sure about it. But I think this one may be a little bit easier for you because it might hit close to home. So, Daryl, do you want to go?
Yeah, I wonder where you were going with that, but yeah.
Now it's time for desert island discs. Picture this. You've taken a relaxing cruise, however the ship goes down. You manage to swim to an island, and fortunately for you, there's an 18-hole disc golf course. Which 3 discs are you taking with you on the island?
There you go. So, as we've said before, the ship's gone down. You've got your backpack, bag, whatever you have on you. You swim to the island. You have 3 discs. What discs are they going to be?
I actually might have came ahead. I have them with me.
Oh, we love that.
Perfect.
I have my PA3. It's just such a versatile putter. Like it is perfect. I can throw it full power, and it'll just go dead straight, carry forever. Unfortunately, it's not what I putt with, but I can make do with the PA3. It's still
Yeah.
an amazing putter, nonetheless. And then this is the M4 I was talking to you about earlier, actually.
Yeah.
It's Kayla Visca Signature Series from 2021, but it's
Right.
just so beat up. It's like perfect. I love it.
Okay.
And then instead of a distance driver, I love the Shadowfax. So it's a fairway to like control driver type disc.
Okay.
And it's just so workable. It fits that perfect neutral slot in my bag where I can throw it full power hyzer, get it flip up, it'll carry dead straight. But if I need a churn out of it, a little bit of anhyzer on it, and it'll just hold the entire way. Like I love it. I can't ask for anything better. Like those
Right.
are the 3 perfect discs.
What are the numbers on a Shadowfax?
Oh, that's a great question.
See, and this is what I like, Jeremy, because as amateurs, we look at a disc, we look at the numbers, and we say, okay, this is -2-1, so it should turn a little bit and then fade. Whereas when we've said before, when the pros throw discs, they don't look at the numbers. They throw it and they say, okay, well, this one goes pretty straight. This one goes a little bit left. This one goes a little bit right. Like they don't care about numbers.
That's it. Exactly.
As
For
we're
sure.
looking it up here.
As I'm looking it up, I'm thinking it's about I'm just going to take a stab in the dark
in
here.
the dark, yeah.
I think it's about a 9.5 -2, 1.5, kind of right in that range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fitz is that 9 speed, and I don't know, I love it. It's just perfect.
There you go. So a PA3, an M4, and a Shadowfax.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So seeing as you're on an island, is where Jeremy was getting at.
Yeah.
If you went for a swim and then you swam back to the island, and you could play one, if you had to transport a course to this island that you live on where there are courses, but if you could only play one course for the rest of the time that you're on the island while you're shipwrecked, what course would it be?
This might be a little bit of a boring answer from what I was talking about earlier, but I'm gonna have to go back to Huckett. It's just my home course. I love it so much. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. I don't know why. I'm
Yeah,
probably
that's
biased
fair.
since I work there. I've grown up playing disc golf there. It's just yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we've had this before when we spoke to people on Victoria,
yeah.
when we were like, oh, they're actually on an island and they have this and they,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, how,
But he's already living the
yeah,
desert island dream.
exactly.
He's on an
the
island.
He's
got
the
his
disc
3 favorite discs. We just saw them.
and he's playing the course.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
Fantastic. Well, Oliver, it's been great chatting with you. But before we let you go, we want to give you a moment. If you want to shout out your sponsors, or if there's anyone else you wanted to shout out or something you wanted to mention, go ahead right now.
Yeah, I wanted to give a big shout out to my sponsor, Prodigy. They've been amazing. Colin Fitchett was the one who originally hooked me up with Prodigy. He's been amazing. I've been in contact with him for the last couple of years. He's been great. And Jeff Cole is actually, he was a part of Team Prodigy for a number of years on PEI, and he was the one who originally introduced me to Prodigy discs when he was putting on a Par 2 event. And I don't know, I've loved that one putter I got from their event. It's a P Model S, and I've been putting with it ever since. I love it. It's amazing. And then big shout out to Jacob Smith at Island Disc Golf Company. He's been one of my biggest supporters for since I started disc golf. Really, he reached out to me. Never, I was still like 700 rated, and he has given me so much support, and it's been amazing. I wouldn't be here without him. And once again, I'm gonna have to shout out Charlie at Huckett. He's been amazing. He introduced me to the sport, and I can't be more thankful to him. He's given me a job, and I'm able to do what I love every summer because of that. And then my parents, without them, like I wouldn't be able to play disc golf. They've put me in so many events. They've taken me to Newfoundlands to play disc golf. They've taken me down to Maine to play disc golf. Like they've been just so amazing. And then Chris Fudge, Cyril Williams, and Alan Glantz. They are the guys I was talking to you about whenever we go to disc golf tournaments, and they're always the three that are with me. And they've seen me progress from playing 700 rated disc golf all the way up to where I am now. And it's just, they've been with me all along. I wouldn't, they've just been so supportive. It's been amazing. And then just the PEI disc golf community as a whole, they've been amazing to me. So yeah.
Fantastic.
I
Yeah.
feel it's
You hit all the important people. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome, Oliver. Well, we appreciate that you joined us tonight. It's been fantastic chatting with you. We could tell that you're going places for sure, and have a good time in university. And if we get out to PEI, trust me, we're coming out to Huckett. We're gonna look you up.
yes. Let me know if you're coming out. I'd love to play with you guys. This has been amazing talking to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're very welcome. We enjoyed it. We'll speak to you again soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Awesome. Thanks for your time.
There you go, Daryl. Another juniors episode is done. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Do I dare go out on a limb and say I like these junior episodes more than like regular episodes?
Well-
It's so good because like their minds are just like open, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's no pre-recorded, no stock answer and things like that. You ask them a question and it's like, okay, where's their mind gonna go?
Yeah.
And then the answers that we get after they're not your typical answers. So I love it.
Well, but they're always like, it's impressive. And I think, Sonia had mentioned it on the last week's junior episode, is that like, there's a lot of, I know this sounds a little deep and stuff, but there's a lot of good hope when we talk to these juniors, because
Yeah.
these kids are in, and I don't want to say kids in that, but these
Yeah.
youth are definitely a lot further ahead than I think most of our generation was at that time. Like,
Yeah.
they've got their heads on straight. They're thinking about school. They're putting focus on the things that they want to do, and they're just well-rounded. They're great kids.
And the thing that I also like is you look at our top pros in Canada right now. You've got Thomas, you've got Sophia,
Mhm.
we can, Chantel, Gabby, Colleen, Chris, all of the fantastic players have been playing for like 6 or 8 years,
Yeah.
10 years or whatever, how long they've been playing. They weren't playing when they were 11 years old. They weren't going out and finishing fourth at Worlds at 11 years old.
Yeah.
So just to see how, when this podcast ends or continues or gets passed on to a next generation or whatever it is,
Yeah.
when we look back and we look at Alasdair when he's 20, when he's
Mhm.
30, and he's, how good is he going to be at that point?
Yes.
Just amazing.
Oh, fantastic. It will be for sure.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of got to it there too, was that we've been doing 2 of these episodes a year. That's what we did last year.
Yeah.
We did 2 this year, but I could easily see us finding another opportunity maybe in the off season to put another one in.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
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 But I do have something that might make you feel a little bit interesting.
Might make me feel interesting.
Yeah. Well, just it might interest you.
Okay.
And you can tell me. I kind of did a little bit of quick math, and I know my math's not that great. But if you add up the ages of the 3 guests
No,
that we
don't.
had on the show today,
Don't.
we're still older than them. And not by a year.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
How's that?
That's, I don't know. I don't want to say it's depressing because that's not.
It's impressive because of the knowledge
Yes,
base that
it's-
these 3 guests have, for sure. Well, it is that time of the show. If you're listening to us at this point, thank you for listening. Get over to our YouTube channel and please subscribe. Head over to Instagram and make sure you follow us there. Go to Facebook, like the Chain Out page, friend Jeremy Darrell. Do all the things, put the comments in there, because everything you can do like that will help us grow this channel and keep bringing you awesome content like we are right now. And I'm actually confident to tell you this was awesome content tonight. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
We were up to, when I was looking, we're up to 423 subscribers on YouTube, and that's where we like to do contests based on our subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working on our 500 one, and we have a lot of good prizes in there. And Daryl, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time to go to the tickle trunk, the tickle trunk, the tickle trunk. And I think you've got, are we showing another disc tonight, or what are we going to show of what's in the 500?
Save. We have a bit of a bigger prize, but I'm going to save that.
Yes. Okay.
Save that for the end, maybe.
For maybe next week or something like that.
We're gonna do 2 things.
Okay. We're gonna show a couple things.
We're gonna
Yeah.
show this.
Yes.
This. We had this person. We've had all of these people.
Yes.
No, we haven't. We've had 2 out of the 3 people that are associated with this disc.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the stamp, just give me a second here because I got fancy new buttons. You'll look at the stamp, you'll see that this is Scully Boy.
Yeah.
And people that know Scully Boy know that it was designed as part of the Queer Disc Golf events, which is run by Andy Seawright.
Yeah.
Andy Seawright being a guest on our podcast before. This stamp is on a Daredevil disc. This one being a Daredevil
Swift Fox, I think
Swift
is what
Fox.
it is.
Which is a Daredevil, and we had Andy Seaby.
No,
No,
Mike Seavey.
Mike Seaby, and
Patrick as well.
Patrick as well. So we've had those guests on the podcast. And then the stamp, the person that we haven't had on the podcast yet, but we've talked about him numerous times.
Even tonight here with
Even
Brooklyn.
tonight, yeah. This stamp was designed by Judge Havoc, an all-Canadian disc. And that's what's going in the 500 subscriber giveaway.
So that would be 500 subscribers, and I think
Yeah.
that's our 5th disc. So that sounds like a pretty good number of discs for a giveaway. 5 discs, 500 subscribers.
I think that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and then we put the towel. We had a whole bunch of other stuff. We'll go over that
Yeah.
another day.
And then, let me just zoom in again.
Another person who's
We
been on the
have
show.
Another connection, yeah. This is just a little goat tag for your bag.
Yeah.
So we have a goat tag, and you can put some information on the back. So we're throwing in a goat tag as well. And there's still more.
There's still more.
There's
We'll get to it. So help us get to 500 so we can give that away, and then we'll get working on the next big giveaway after that too. So you guys help us out. we try to help you out with discount codes, and we got 4 discount codes for you that we like to remind you of at this time. We have our 2 sponsors, one of them being BR Disc Golf. And what I would say with BR Disc Golf is I was talking to Brendan on the weekend, and again, Gabe is having his event coming up in August where it's going to be out at Dog Rump Park, where it's a fundraiser for a kids event. And I had just saw some of the discs that had that they had done up, and it's a really cool. It looks like it's going to be up my alley. It looks like there might be some MVP discs or some Axiom discs there.
Nice.
So if you want to use that discount code, use Chain Out and you'll get 10% off. And if you go over to Cardinal Disc Golf and you need a new jersey or you need a hat or something like that, you can go over there, get the discount off for 10% as well, using Chain Space Out as the code. We just showed you the goat towel tag there. If you need a new goat towel, Craig Snow and Jen have been so nice to give us a code for you to use there called COP15. It'll get you 15% off goat towel.
Can I just interject you there for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody in the chat or anybody watching this later, if you've used the code Chain Out at Cardinal Disc Golf, or if you've used the code Chain Out at BR, or if you've used the code COP15 at thegoattowel.com, drop us a message on Instagram, leave a comment on the video, leave us a message somewhere and let us know that you're using our codes, because I'd like to know, just to be like,
is this just a lot of hot
happy
air
thing.
from us?
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to know that people are actually using our code. So
yeah,
with the tariffs at the moment, it's always good to go Canadian and let us know.
Yeah. And then the last one, of course, is there's Chains the Disc Golf board game. You use Chain Out there, you're going to get 25% off. So otherwise, if you want to help us out and support us in another way, you can always go check out our Patreon. There's multiple levels you can join, and you can, if you join at a paid level, one of the bonuses that you get out of that is that you're always entered free into our contest. You don't have to do any hoops. You just get to be in it by being part of the Patreon.
That's it.
And speaking of Patreon, we appreciate all our Patreon members, and we're going to do our next show right away.
We're running late.
Yeah, so it might be a little bit of a shorter show. We're going to do a Around the Basket episode where we'll talk some more disc golf, and Daryl's got a great quiz for me tonight, and he says it's themed.
It's a little bit themed.
All right, well, that'll be cool.
Tune in.
And I think at the very, very end of this episode, Daryl, because sometimes we don't know if anyone gets to the end.
Yeah.
I think, remember we used to do secret words?
We used to do secret words.
Well, I've got maybe secret guest. I almost want to announce who we're going to have on next week.
Oh.
You think we could do that at the end of this episode?
I think
we could lead it. So why don't I do the drum roll and then you do the announcement?
You want to announce it.
Okay.
I know it's right up your alley. I know you're excited.
All right.
I can do the drum roll.
So next week on the Chain Out podcast, our guest, maybe also the secret word, is one of the most prolific Canadian disc golfers out there. The one, the only, Elaine King will be joining us on the podcast next week.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm actually going to be traveling, but there's no way I'm going to miss this one. So I'll be joining from Memphis, Tennessee next week.
Yeah.
And we'll be chatting to Elaine King, who I think is now down usually in the US.
Yeah.
So
she's probably down there. Yeah.
We're very excited about that.
Just tuned in. She said she's late, but she...
Oh, she heard it.
Yeah. I guess that was Doc. Yes. Elaine King is Canadian, Doc.
Yeah. Yeah. Elaine King.
And she's going to be at Worlds, and we're excited to interview her.
Or at Nationals.
Canadian
Nationals. Yeah. She's going to be coming back. She's doing a clinic, and we're excited. I'm just a little nervous, though. I'm going to say this at the end. I'm a little nervous because this is a really big guest we're having on. We've had really big guests on.
Yeah.
But Elaine is. And a little... I don't know if I can make an origin story that's going to live up to the hype.
Well,
I got a week to work on it.
Yeah.
So that is awesome. And Shelly, you came in just at the very right time. So you got the news, and it's not.
We don't normally announce guests, but you were so excited for this one.
Yeah. And hey, let's get some build up on it. Share the word or don't. It's up to you.
There you go. Shelly's saying that she's down in North Carolina.
That's right.
Yeah.
There we go. So
well, you know what?
What?
You love an M4.
I do love an M4. My Noah
Oliver
Higgins M4
loves an M4.
Yeah.
I have yet to throw an M4.
Would you try one? At least
I reckon if you were to throw an M4, maybe if you were at Worlds and you were at hole 1, Jones West.
Okay, yeah.
You step up to the tee and you're in the playoffs. You look in your bag and you're thinking, what can I throw? You're going to look, and all these discs are going to be crying out to you. You've got your Vodum, you've got your Mantra, you've got your PA5, you've got
Yeah.
your Wombat. But then one disc is calling out to you.
Hey, look at me.
Look at me, I'm an M4. I fly good for you. You pick it out.
Mm-hmm.
You step up. You have music blasting in your ears. Probably some
Taylor Swift.
Megadeth.
No Megadeth. Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish. I got
Right.
that in my ears.
You throw it out of your hand. You know it's good.
It's
It's
beautiful.
flying. It's going. It's going dead straight. It's a little blind over the hill, down a little crest, and next thing you know, you hear people cheering for you
Right.
because that disc went in the basket.
What?
Because it's an M4, and there's no way it could do anything else but.
No, it could never possibly.
Of course, it wouldn't. Hey, no.
Jane out.
Thanks, everybody. Shelly loves an M4.
Yes.